This video is for my laboratory exercise number 6, which is about the email configuration and transmission of information using CiscoPacketTracer. So we will need CiscoPacketTracer, I think, and this laboratory exercise is the continuation of the laboratory exercise number 5, which I did yesterday. So procedure. After doing the experiment in lab 5, we will now configure an email server. Make sure that the experiment 5 is completed before proceeding in this experiment. Open the CiscoPacketTracer, drag an additional server to the platform area. So this is the CiscoPacketTracer, and this was my laboratory exercise number 5. So now we need another server. Change the label of PC0 and PC1 as dynamic and PC2 as static. So I did that yesterday as well. In PC2, since it is named static, configure the IP address example is 1. Let's just check because I think I did this already. 190, yep. Make sure that the packet tracer is in real-time mode. Configure the email server. Add a server and name it email server. This one. Okay. Change its global setting by setting its gateway to this number. And then fast Ethernet. Configure its fast Ethernet by setting its IP. Excuse me. IP address with this one. And then with the subnet 255, okay, set the HTTP service of DHCP as well. DNS. Set the emails SMTP and PO3 service to on and change the domain name to mail. Okay, let me copy you. So it should on. Okay. Set the 3 user account as follows. You can create your own user and password, username and password. User 1. I can create mine. So user 2, data 2. User 3, data 3. Okay, configure 2 client computers using DHCP. Click the 2 pieces in dynamic routing. So these are the 2 dynamic PCs. In this experiment, click PC0 and PC1 and label them as dynamic 1 and dynamic 2. So it's already dynamic 1 and dynamic 2. Set the gateway DNS to DHCP. Set the fast Ethernet's IP configuration to DHCP as well. Yup. DHCP. Configure one PC in static routing by setting its gateway DNS to static. This one. So static, and then gateway is 172.172.16.0.1 and DNS server to 11. Okay, set the fast Ethernet's IP address to 90. I think I did that already. Yep, 255. Yep. Configure email information for clients. So email configuration for clients. Group name one. Then user one at mail.amas.edu, right? Then one just that email mail dot, and this one is 170. Okay, 172 dot. Okay, and then user one, data one. Next is PC2. The group made 2. There should be 2. 172.16.0.40. User 2, data 2, group made 2. Yep. Next is this one. Should be 3. Let's just be sure with the password. Save. Okay. 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 So next is add 2 switches. Connect the servers. One switch is connected to PCs and the other switch is connected to the servers that we have. Okay, so I have already 2 switches here and here, so all I need to do is connect this. Okay, so now verify the connection by sending an email using CiscoPacketTracer. Make sure that there will be a conversation of messages. Okay, so it's time to verify the connections. Let's see if it is working. So we will email this PC. Test. Hi there, D1. I am static. Okay, so yup. So dynamic one should receive that email. Yes, so it is working, and the time check as well is 19:52, so it's correct. Yep, so it's 19:52 here it's 7 o'clock and 7:52 here in Japan. So next, shall we try this and message user 3. I am T2. So this static PC should receive that. Yep, so it's working. 1953. Yep, so we will try to send message from this one. Message to 2. Okay, so yep, so it is working fine. Okay, so next is a proposed activity. Repeat steps 1 to 10. Print screen a sample conversation of messages indicating that there is a connection. Okay, so I think we just need to have another PC. We will name it static 2. And then just need configuration 72.172.160.1. And then this should be 11. And this should be 80. And also here, group name 4 and user 4 at mail dot, oh sorry about that, mail dot amas dot edu 72.16.0.40. Same as what we did earlier. User 4, data 4. Save. And then of course we need to edit here. User 4, data 4. Yep. So all we need to do is wait. Looks good. Okay, so and we will try. Okay, so it's all green, so we will try to send message. To user 31, for example. Mail dot amas dot edu. Be careful of the typos. Static PC. Then this should be here. So as you see, yeah, it is working because yeah, I received dynamic one received the message from static 2, which is the new configured PC. So let's try to send an email to this is what I hate. Okay, so welcome to the fun. So yep, it's working. It's from user 2, which is from here, and time check is 57, 58. Okay. So questions to be answered within the video. What is an email server? So an email server, it is an application or computer in a network whose sole purpose is to act as a virtual post office. The server stores incoming mail for distribution to local users to send out outgoing messages, as the same as what I did in this laboratory exercise. So without this email server, we cannot be able to send emails on another PCs or receive emails as well. Number 2, how can we send information from one PC to another? There are different ways to transfer information or files from one computer to another, but in this activity here, it shows that we can first set up a LAN or a local area network so that we can use PC to browse the other hard drive, and also we can receive incoming and outgoing emails. Number 3, what is static routing? It is a routing type in which network administrator configures or manually sets up their routes into the routing table to be used by the switch to send frames to a destination network, like what I did in the static PCs. So these two are static PCs, and I did configure them manually. I mean their IP address. I am the one who put or input their IP address. So yeah, static routing needs someone or administrator to configure or manually set up their routes. So number 4, what is dynamic routing? Okay, so unlike this with static, dynamic routing is a technique in which router learns about routing information without administrator's help and without manual setup. This is capable in adding the best route to its routing table. So these two, I did not do anything about their configuration or the IP addresses, and it also stated here that we don't need to set up because it is dynamic. So I think the answer for that question is already here. Yeah, this one. PC0 and PC1 are labeled as dynamic. So it means that there will be no manual IP configuration for the two PCs because it's dynamic routing. And dynamic routing can enable to they are capable in adding the best route to its routing table.